People release balloons for a number of reasons. Sometimes celebration, sometimes new beginnings, and even sometimes grief. But when those balloons go up, what happens next? G'day team, Jess Sustainable here. Today we're just going to look at a video about the potential impact of a mass balloon release. This one happened in 1986 over in the USA, and it had real dire consequences for everyone involved, not just humans, but the environment as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from downtown Cleveland, it's Big Chuck and Little John in front of the biggest happening around.
Okay, thank you, John. And we have a real story to tell you. We're not making this up, it's really happened. Mary Ellen bought 2 bunches of balloons to give to John and I here. She came down, and one of the bunches of balloons she had tied to her watch. And the watch opened up, and the balloons took the watch, and it's now going out east somewhere. So John and I say, if anybody finds Mary Ellen's watch tied to a bunch of balloons like this, and if you return it to the station, we'll have all kind of rewards for you. Okay, thanks for coming down, Mary.
What is your name?
Tanya Pugh.
Okay, Tanya, show everybody what you have on your hands there. What are those?
Let's tape bandages.
Okay, and what are they for?
They're for getting away from sores from your hand.
Okay, did you get any blisters?
Yeah, 3.
Are you having a good time?
Yeah.
Are you tired?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Chuck, as you can see, they're going strong. They're blowing them up. I still think they have the record. Back to you, Chuck.
Something that has been in the planning stages since March of this year. So a lot of technical research and research through the city, permits. It's endless. It's absolutely astonishing to try and get something like this off, let alone waiting for good weather.
So this is a big plus for Cleveland.
Oh, it's something that, they predicted 70% chance of showers today, and I think this is a prime example of what United Way is trying to do in terms of saying, it's Cleveland, it's your time. It's time to say yes. It's time to say it is a happening city. We are on the move. It's no longer the butt of jokes or anything. I've been in this city now for 6 months, and I absolutely love it. My wife and I have even talked about moving here, and our friends in LA think we're nuts. But it is a wonderful place. If I had money to invest, this is where I'd be invested in.
Very, very good.
Very good,
Thank
Chris.
you.
Thank you.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here
Take
they
it
go.
away, lift off.
Amazing. And the far end is up, and there they go, John.
The Guinness Book of World Records has just been broken in Cleveland. Over 1,500,000 balloons going up in the air at this very, very moment. Look at the cloud below. We did it!
We did it, John. There it goes. It's completely covering the terminal tower. Look at that.
I want to sing up, and away. It is awesome, ladies and gentlemen, to actually be down here and see the multi-colors that are going up in the air at this moment.
We did it, John.
This is it.
Let's do it for Cleveland.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no mistake on the lake anymore. Cleveland has now broken the Guinness Book of World Records and released over 1,500,000 balloons. Think of that, Chuck. The Guinness Book of World Records, the Cleveland home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. All of this in Cleveland, Ohio.
The All-American City. How many events can we take over in 1986? Yeah.
It's been an exhausting search for these Coast Guardsmen. They've been out on the water most of the day looking for 2 40-year-old Cleveland men, Skip Sullivan and Raymond Broderick. They went out fishing about an hour before last night's heavy storm blew through. This is their boat, a pair of life jackets still in it, along with a hat and a fishing pole. The boat's motor is gone. Its sides are battered, apparently from pounding all night against this section of the break wall off Edgewater Park. That's where the Coast Guard found the boat about 8:30 this morning. Ironically, that big balloon launch in Cleveland today is one of the things that's making this search so tough for the Coast Guard. Can you imagine trying to find somebody floating out here or even spotting a life jacket with all these balloons on the water?
It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack here, because you're looking for more or less a head or an orange life jacket, and here you have a couple 100,000 orange balloons, and it's just hard to decipher which is which.
Because of weather, 60% of the balloons launched landed here instead of the planned 10%. Many of them were found on Lake Erie. But the balloons that covered the lake and caused concern on Saturday are no longer here today. No one's quite sure where they went, but at least they're no longer posing a threat to fish and wildlife, and they're not littering the lake.
Fast forward to 2019 and we are much more educated on what happened to those balloons. We know that they ended up in the lake. We know they might have been littering or killing wildlife for even months or years to come. Was it really worth trying to break a Guinness World Record at the expense of the local environment? I'll leave that up to you. See you next video.